You're not broke. Your standards are just low. Yeah, I said it. Don't scroll. This is about you. You're out here saying I'm saving money, but your room looks like a crime scene, and your dinner looks like it lost a fight to a microwave. Messy bed, cracked phone, 3-day-old takeaway. But somehow, the problem is money. Be serious. You keep saying, if I just had more money, my life would change. But let's look at your current decisions. You tolerate a job that drains your soul faster than your data plan. You hit snooze like it's a full-time job. And your biggest investment this month? Snacks and vibes. You're not broke, you're comfortable being mid. Let's talk about it. You'll spend 2 hours scrolling, 30 minutes complaining, and 0 minutes actually upgrading your life, then say, it's hard out here. Of course, it's hard. You're making it harder. You're choosing convenience over discipline, cheap shortcuts over real growth, temporary comfort over long-term respect for yourself. And the craziest part, you know better, you just don't act like it. So next time you say, I need more money, pause, ask yourself, if I had more money right now, would I actually do better, or just upgrade my bad habits? Because if your standards stay low, your lifestyle just gets more expensive, not better. If this hit a little too close to home, good. That's called growth knocking. Now do something about it. Like the video, share it with that friend who keeps complaining, and subscribe, because clearly, we need to talk more. People with high standards don't wait for money, they upgrade their decisions first. Let me translate that into real life, because some of you are waiting for a miracle like it's on backorder. High standard people don't wake up motivated, they wake up and do it anyway. Meanwhile, you're negotiating with your alarm clock like it owes you rent. They don't say, I'll start when I have money. They start with what they have, even if it's just Wi-Fi, determination, and one working charger. You're waiting for perfect conditions, perfect mood, perfect timing, perfect bank balance. At this rate, even your excuses need motivation. Here's the difference. Discipline says, let's go. Comfort says, just 5 more minutes. And somehow, comfort keeps winning championships in your life. High standards look like choosing water when your body is begging for junk. Choosing growth when your friends are choosing gossip. Choosing effort when your brain is screaming, beg rest. It's not glamorous. It's not aesthetic. Nobody is clapping when you choose the harder option. But that's the point. Because every small, disciplined decision is like casting a vote for a better version of yourself. While every lazy choice is just you renewing your subscription to the same old life. And listen, money doesn't fix bad standards. It just makes your bad decisions more expensive. So before you pray for more money, maybe start acting like the person who deserves it. Uncomfortable truth, but powerful. If this made you laugh and feel attacked at the same time, good. Low standards. This is fine. High standards. This has to change. Low standards. You see a problem and say, ego better. High standards. You become the better. Low standards tolerate excuses. High standards. Start getting allergic to them. Low standards. I'll start tomorrow. High standards. Why am I waiting? Start now. Low standards. 6 alarms. 0 accountability. High standards. 1 alarm. And a little bit of self-respect. Low standards. Complaining like it's cardio. High standards. Actually doing something that raises your heart rate and your life. Low standards. I deserve a break after doing almost nothing. High standards. I'll rest after I earn it. Low standards. Blaming the economy, your boss, your village or weary in retrograde. High standards. Okay, but what can I control? Low standards. Spending money to feel better. High standards. Building habits so you don't need to escape your life. Low standards. Surround yourself with people who clap for your laziness. High standards. Getting uncomfortable around people who are actually progressing. Low standards. At least I tried. High standards. Did I actually give my best, or just vibes? Low standards. Settling. High standards. Evolving. And here's the funny part, low standards always feel easier in the moment. But somehow life keeps getting harder. High standards feel harder now. But life, it starts getting suspiciously smoother. So the real question is, are you choosing comfort, or are you choosing growth?
Your life isn't a money problem. It's a standards problem. Yeah, I know. That one didn't just land. It sat down, crossed its legs, and started judging you. Because think about it. If money was really the issue, every person who got paid on Friday would have their life together by Monday. But somehow, the same chaos just gets upgraded to premium. More money, same habits. Now it's just bad decisions. With better lighting. You say you want a better life, but your daily choices are like, best I can do is bare minimum and vibes. Be honest. If your habits were a person, would you hire them? Or would you look at them and say, we'll call you back? Exactly. The uncomfortable truth is this. Your standards are quietly running your life like a background app, draining everything, your time, your energy, your potential. You don't notice it because it feels normal. Waking up late? Normal. Avoiding hard things? Normal. Settling for less? Ah, your favorite tradition. But normal is just what you've practiced long enough to stop questioning. And that's where it gets dangerous. Because once you normalize low standards, you start building a life you don't even like. And then blaming money for it. Money didn't tell you to procrastinate. Money didn't tell you to stay comfortable. Money didn't lower the bar, you did. And don't worry, this isn't an attack. It's a wake-up call with a sense of humor. Because the moment you raise your standards, your identity starts upgrading too. And suddenly, the life you've been wanting starts matching the life you're actually living.
The moment I stopped accepting less better opportunities showed up. No, seriously, this wasn't magic. Nobody sent me a congratulations. Your life has upgraded email. Before, let's just say my life had low budget energy. Room looking like, things just happen here. Sleep schedule sponsored by bad decisions. Opportunities? I wasn't missing them, they were avoiding me. Why would opportunity knock when even you don't respect your own door? I was out here saying, I want better, but living like, this is fine. Make it make sense. Then, one day, something shifted. Not dramatic. No background music. I just got tired of my own nonsense. I started small, cleaned my space, showed up on time. Did things I said I would do. Shocking, I know. Suddenly, life started acting differently. People took me more seriously. Better conversations. Better connections. Even opportunities started pulling up like, oh, you're serious now? And I'm sitting there like, wait, where were you before? They were always there. I just wasn't the kind of person they were looking for. Before, excuses, chaos, bare minimum. After, intentional, consistent. Slightly less embarrassing. And no, it didn't suddenly become perfect. I just stopped accepting nonsense from myself. That's the upgrade nobody talks about. It's not about becoming someone else overnight. It's about raising your standards just enough that your old life starts feeling uncomfortable. And once that happens, trust me, better things don't just appear. They finally recognize you. Alright, enough motivation. Let's talk action. Raise what you accept. From people, from yourself, from your habits. Simple, but don't worry, your comfort zone is already shaking. Let's start with people. If someone only remembers you when they need something, congratulations, you're not a friend. You're a subscription plan. Cancel it. Raise your standards. Respect isn't a luxury item. Now, yourself. Ah, yes, the person you've been negotiating with the most. You say, I'll wake up early. Then morning comes, and you're like, let's not rush greatness. No, enough. If you wouldn't respect someone who behaves like you, why are you giving yourself a free pass? Raise it. Show up. Do what you said. Even when your brain is doing customer service for laziness. Now, your habits. Because let's be honest, your habits are either building your future, or sponsoring your excuses. Scrolling for hours, eating like your goals don't exist, avoiding anything that looks like effort. Your habits are not random, they're rehearsals. You're practicing the life you're going to live. So if you don't like the results, maybe stop rehearsing failure like it's a stage play. Upgrade one thing, just one. Drink water, move your body. Finish that task. You've been avoiding like it's a bill collector. Small changes, repeated daily, that's where the real glow up lives. Not in motivation, not in vibes, in standards. Because once you raise what you accept, life has no choice but to raise what it gives you. Your standards create your reality, not your salary. Yeah, pause. Let that sit for a second. Because some of you thought a bigger paycheck was going to fix a smaller mindset. It doesn't work like that. If money was the solution, every payday would feel like a life upgrade. But somehow, by day 3, you're back to the same habits, same chaos, just with slightly better snacks. Your salary can increase, but if your standards stay the same, congratulations, you've just upgraded your problems. Now it's not, I waste time. It's I waste time comfortably. Think about it. Give someone with low standards more money, and they don't build a better life. They just build a more expensive version of the same mess. Same procrastination, same excuses, same start next week energy, just now with premium Wi-Fi. Meanwhile, someone with high standards, you could drop them anywhere with or without money, and they'll figure it out. Why? Because their decisions are disciplined, their habits are intentional, their mindset doesn't depend on their bank account, it drives it. So the real flex isn't your salary, it's what you accept. Because once your standards go up, your behavior changes, your environment changes, your results start acting differently, renting too, and suddenly, life looks like it got an upgrade. But really, it just finally matched your expectations. Run that back if you need to. Because that line right there, that's not just a quote. That's a mirror. So no, you don't need more money. You need higher standards. I know you were hoping I'd say, just manifest millions and relax. But your habits heard that and said, perfect. It's do absolutely nothing. Let's be honest, if more money showed up in your account right now, would your life transform? Or would your bad decisions just get a budget increase? Exactly. Because money doesn't upgrade your life automatically, it just reveals your standards in HD. Low standards with more money? That's just chaos, but with nicer packaging. High standards with little money? That's discipline quietly building something dangerous in a good way. So let's bring it back. You don't need more money. You need higher standards. For what you tolerate, for what you accept, and especially for what you allow from yourself. Because once that changes, everything else starts adjusting like it got the memo. Your habits tighten up. Your circle levels up. Even your opportunities start acting like they've been waiting for you to get serious. Funny how that works. So, yeah, no magic tricks, no shortcuts. Just a simple, slightly uncomfortable truth. Raise your standards, and your life follows. Ignore it, and keep wondering why nothing changes. Your choice. And if this made you laugh, feel exposed, or question your entire life a little bit, good. That means it worked. Now, do yourself a favor. Watch this again. Because the first time, you heard it. The second time, it might actually hit.